Hey guys, how you doing? Right here again. If you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitro Kyosho. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Nitro Kyosho. All one word gets you to the community page. Well guys, it's fall now in New England here, and I thought it would be a good time to overhaul the 380. I use the 380 more than any of my other helicopters, more than the 500 Goblin, 570, or T-Rex 700. It's a great practice machine, low maintenance, and even the crashes won't kill you. So great helicopter. I truly love it. It's fast, it's agile, it's big in the air, it's visible. It really is an all-in-one deal where you could be happy with just flying this. I think that's why I fly it more than any of my other helicopters. But anyways, let's get to the point. Pretty important maintenance on these things. Everything requires maintenance, guys. Even your body, your cars, your home, your apartment, whatever you have, everything requires things to be fixed and checked in on every so often. Now the manual here recommends anywhere from 20 and then to check parts, and then actually start replacing at 100 flights. Now, I do preventive maintenance. I fly this thing exactly about 1 year, and then I maintenance everything. And what do I maintenance? Well, let me get you some of the stuff here. I'm not going to read off the numbers to all these things, guys, because they're in the manual here, okay? And I don't want to waste your time with that. But some of the important things to do. The flanged bearings, the two big bearings back here in your tail, the two main bearing block bearings, which pop out very easily, your head dampeners, okay, very important, all the links that go from the swash to the servo, those three black plastic links in there, the plastic ball links that go on your pitch rods. These things loosen up eventually, guys, you know, and they can pop off during hard maneuvers. I've never had them pop off. I've never had incidences, but, you know, when you take the bearings out after a year and you turn them, you can feel they're kind of loose and kind of a little gritty. They're kind of getting worn. They could go a little bit more, but, you know, the big, the tail belt and the motor belt. You know, guys, they're so cheap to buy these things. Why wait for a tail? Why try to go 200 flights with these things and have the risk of a tail belt, breaking? For the 15 bucks for the belt, if it breaks in midair, guys, it's going to cause a mess. It's going to cost you a lot more than that. Same with the motor belt, you know. So I know guys that run these things into the ground. Me personally, I don't. Once a year they get a full maintenance. So those are the things definitely to do. Or recap: the tail bearings, the two big bearings back there, the pitch rod links, the head dampeners, the main bearing block bearings, and all the links that go from your swash to your servos, and obviously the two belts that we just talked about. And obviously greasing the main gear in there and keeping that up. But if you want to keep these things running great, guys, those are the tips to keep this thing running awesome. It goes for the same with any other size helicopter in this brand. And I want to thank my buddy Alan at www.rcgalore.com for all these parts and for his great shipping, on-time shipping, and everything. He's been a real good guy to me. He's got a great website, guys. Check it out, rcgalore.com. Mainly sells Goblin copters, high-end stuff, but he hasn't let me down yet with fast, reliable shipping. And when you want to get these things back in the air, whether you have a crash or whatever have you, you know, definitely dealing with a good company is a plus. Another thing that I noticed, guys, I basically stripped this whole thing down because I found the underside of the boom under here, from where it plugs in basically out probably about 2 inches, had a good sized crack in it. Now that boom was never crashed, so I don't know if over time of the year of flying it, the stress created a crack, but I replaced that boom too because I didn't trust that. It had a crack about that long going from the back where the helicopter where it goes in out. So I replaced that too, and also from a previous crash over a year ago, it had a little bit of frame damage on one side, and I actually replaced one side of the frame too. And also I noticed the battery tray, when I took the frame apart, that had also had a pretty good sized crack in it from probably the same crash that the frame got damaged. So I never knew it, so I changed that also. So basically this thing right now is like a brand new helicopter, other than your electronics. And you know, to do all of that, I think it costed like, I want to say $80, under $100 to maintenance the whole thing and do that, and you know, keep this thing running awesome. You know, I put on about 7 flights a week on this thing, guys, and you know, you multiply that times, you know, close to a year, or close to your flying time, you know, minus winter time, probably you know, April, March. Although we had a mild winter, so we flew through the winter too this year, so it definitely did need these things. But definitely keep your machines maintenance, guys, and keep them running awesome. This is a great helicopter. Thanks again to Alan at rcgalore.com, and check out their website.